as I try to pass, she starts to get a half guard. I just want to make sure I secure a grip on her back, and then I'm going to fall over, and I may get some distance as I fall, because I really want to make sure I can drive this knee towards the sky. And as soon as I bring this knee forward, I may lay on my back. This is going to be pretty easy to get the foot out. And then if I keep this hook engaged and control of her torso, if she really tries to convert, I can control this pant and bring my other leg underneath for additional hook. At which point, mount is pretty easy. Let's take a look at a half guard pass where I'm trying to use less force, just trying to put some structures in place, and it's almost like a flop pass, but I'm using 3 elements of control: controlling the upper torso with a strong grip and pull, controlling the hips with a shin or knee shield, and then using hooks underneath her bottom leg so I can maintain superior control. So she has a strong half guard. I don't want the sweep to occur, so I'm trying to maintain the underhook if I can, but a lot of this is where we lose our balance and we get reversed or a strong scramble. And all I want to do is just relax. So if I can get some type of a grip, even if it's not a strong crossface, as I begin to fall backwards, I bring this knee towards the ceiling. She still has a strong grip, but we know from here I should be able to get out of the half guard. It's really not that difficult, but these elements that come into play, the knee high and pressing my shin against her thigh, it's really strong. We'll take a look at how I use this in a mount also. Constant pressure against the thigh. And if I can maintain or get a deeper grip, this is even better. Pulling this underneath. My hook is here. I can press and force, scoot away, and eventually I can get this leg out. Or I can fall back, which seems like I'm giving ground, but you see what happened. The half guard comes loose. She has a strong half guard. She feels that she's about to get on top. Usually that post comes out, which allows me to pull my inside leg out, and my hook that's under her leg really helps support. All I have to do is lift, and she loses her contact with the ground. If she tries again with more effort, the outside leg actually dives under. So let's look at that again. This outside leg, anytime I'm in an equal position where we're side by side, if I can bring this outside leg underneath and hook, go ahead and do everything you can to get out. I'm just preventing her from being able to turn her hips over. If she could turn her hip over, she would come on top. Okay, so typically in half guard, there's a pummeling fight for underhook, right? I try to get her underhook, she tries to get mine. Whoever gets the underhook usually has stronger control. I can also apply a crossface, which she'll attempt to block as we're doing all this hand fighting. When I really try to commit pressure, typically what happens is the squeeze on the leg kind of goes away because I have to spread to reach, which allows her to get an underhook. And potential, conversions and sweeps can happen. So to prevent that engagement where I have to open up to reach higher, I like to simply fall on my side. And it almost looks like I'm giving up a sweep or a position, but really it's kind of an in-between, and we'll see this from a few different applications. But as she has me in half guard and I'm trying to pass, the only thing that I really want is a secure grip on this arm, preferably all the way up to the back, and if I'm really successful, I can get in the middle of her back. But even if I just have shoulder, it's okay. Strong grip on the back. When I fall to my side, it feels that I'm giving away my advantage, but I drive this knee towards the sky. She's already released because she felt like she was coming over. But even if she maintained this strong half guard, we all know that I can slide my body higher and higher, and eventually that comes out. But realistically, I know that by controlling the back of her kimono, pulling constantly towards my center, she's not going to be able to convert her torso. And I also know that by my bottom hook, this knee shield is in here, which is great. I can prevent her hips from moving. But if I wasn't hooking and she straightened her legs, she could actually twist her torso and bring her knee underneath herself. That's difficult for me to control. So if I can prevent my opponent from turning their torso over or the hips, if she goes belly down, she has a lot more opportunity to escape. So strong half guard, I secure a grip on the back of the kimono, I flop over and drive my outside knee towards the ceiling, even if she maintains a strong grip. If I'm not using my hook, which this leg right here, I have my hook is actually underneath. I'm wiggling my toes if you can see them. If I don't have the hook there, she could release and go belly down, and this is very hard for me to control. As soon as I grab this, I may, again, if you get the underhook, that seems like it's bad, I don't care. I just want to come out, get this knee in here, slide, and I have the hook under. If I get the second hook, nice. Well, roll me over a little bit. Now put your knee. Go and pick the knee up and drop it in my hip. There you go. There you go. Good, that's enough. Yeah. So I may not get the perfect sweep. We may end up kind of in this scramble. Ideally, I would have swept and gone to mount. I just want to make sure that this knee is pointed towards the ceiling and my shin is across her. So I have to be under her thigh. So I'm going to dig to get this knee towards the ceiling. But once I'm in this position, I feel pretty secure. And I'll usually rest as they try to fight to get on top. Cue, fight to get on top. Okay, so taking a look, I do that all the time. It sounds like I'm speaking about Mexican food. Queso. All right.